Hi guys, happy Sunday to everyone. Oh my goodness, I have a very huge debt of gratitude to extend to each and every one of you, subscribers, family, friends. You can see that we've reached over 1,000 subscribers, and for me personally, it's huge because you come from a very broken place after narcissistic abuse, and to heal in such a way and to find a purpose and be supported in that purpose is an amazing journey. And also the fact that there's more channels now on narcissistic abuse, the community is getting bigger, and my hope is that we can save more people by becoming more mainstream. And I don't know, I don't understand how these things work, but just when people are on YouTube or whatever they're on, that the videos come up more in their news feed, people that didn't even look for them in case they're going through something they don't know that they're going through. So guys, if you like the video, I'm always forgetting to say this in relation to subscribing. If you like anything about this video or someone else's that's about narcissistic abuse, please consider subscribing and hit the like button or dislike button, whatever your take is on it, or comment if you see someone in need. Please, it really helps. People do read the comments and I read every single one of them. So normally I just get straight into the video, but today I really wanted to say that I am so excited and I find it awesome. Okay, this video is inspired by a comment in a video a few times back by a very honest subscriber. I was just struck by the honesty. I know we all are, but this was just out there. He said that he'd gotten all the knowledge and he understood everything he needed to do and he was doing it. And he understood everything that had happened to him. But he still, to be honest, unfortunately, even though he didn't want to be, he still felt drawn to the narcissist. And if this is your experience, please comment. I'm really interested to know. I believe it depends where we are on our healing journey, and that healing journey can take different lengths of time for everyone. It's a very individual, personalized journey. But it did strike a chord with me, because if I'm really honest, sometimes I have to fight that still. Now I'm a year and a few months out, and I know you guys, if you're really honest with yourselves, some of you are well over it, some of you are well healed. It just depends on how far you've gone in your journey. So I'd like to look into that today, and I'd like to try and help the subscriber who put that comment down as much as I'd like to help myself, because sometimes you have to go over it and over it and over it to really reaffirm that within yourself until it becomes absolutely true that you are healed and that you've moved on and you understand why. It takes work. It's not easy. It's not easy to heal. That's why we have these channels. That's why we have this community. If it was easy to just get over narcissistic abuse, we wouldn't be watching these videos. We wouldn't be making them, and we wouldn't be supporting each other, and we wouldn't feel that it was so vital to get the word out there. It's a serious recovery journey. It's a fantastic recovery journey once you've done it, and even when you're on it, but it's not to be taken lightly. Okay, so my take on it is, initially, the intense attention that a narcissist will give their target is something we would never have experienced before in our lives. And it's not a normal experience for an individual to go through. Everyone likes attention, and everyone likes someone to take an interest in them. It's a very wonderful experience. It's very validating, and in a healthy way, it's fantastic. But the narcissist takes it up to a new level that's not natural. So for the first time maybe in your life, and taking also into account that maybe you do need to be fully validated. Maybe you haven't grown into your full potential or full self yet. The narcissist will target you, and they'll take this into a stratosphere that you've never experienced before. The focus and attention is all on you, and it's mind-blowing and it's addictive. It's an amazing experience at that point, that this person, this soulmate, is so interested in you. So the narcissist gives you everything that you tell them you want, and they extract that information from you in the love bomb stage. So basically what you're doing is you're getting the opportunity to go to star in your own movie, to have all your love fantasies made real in the movie. It's not real. It's just someone reflecting back to you what exactly you would dream of in a soulmate or a partner. And maybe you'd stopped, you'd even given up on ever finding it. And then they produce all this wonderful stuff in the movie to you, and you think, oh my God, finally, I have found the love I've been looking for, my soulmate. We can go through our lives together, we can make plans, we can enjoy things together. This is out of this world, and you're ecstatic. So that's a starting point, the focal point of a huge personal experience for you. That's very hard to leave alone. It's very hard to defantasize it, because it becomes your reality. The next part of your reality is the reality, in inverted commas, is the narcissist's spiritual, psychological, and sometimes physical attack on your being, yourself, the usurping of yourself. And all of this is very intense, and all of this takes up all of your being and all of your energy in this experience. And when it's over, it's like you have been in war. It is being in war. But it's like the experience of returning home from war. You've been living life on a very intense level, with pleasure and pain. You've been fighting for your own survival in the relationship, even though it wouldn't maybe have been on a conscious level. Towards the end, it becomes a conscious level, because you realize that you are in a fight for your life, that the narcissist doesn't have your best interests at heart, even if it's only in the discard that you find that. Usually towards the end, in the devaluation stage, something's not right. But the narcissist is getting you to continually compete for anything in the relationship. So you have been in a fight, a subconscious fight, and suddenly, poof, there's nothing. Nothing. So you've had this intense personal experience where you were giving everything, where you were fighting for your soul, your spirit, and your life, where you'd never experienced anything like this before, and you come home from war, and you're questioning reality. It's hard to engage in everyday life because it seems like everyday life is nothing. You feel like you've left your life out there in the war zone, that's... Sorry guys, the video broke there. You feel like you've left your life out there in the war zone. Reality without this intensity everyday life seems very colourless. There doesn't seem to be there's no huge ups and huge downs. It's all on a level. And you can become quite low and quite depressed, and it takes quite a long time to get your balances right in all areas, in your spirit, your soul, your psychology, and your physicality even. Your health has suffered. Everything has suffered and is on a low. It's on a low vibration. And it's very difficult. You're also grieving, and it's really important to grieve, because the relationship that you experienced was real to you. It wasn't, it was nothing to the narcissist. It was a cold, agendized, taking action, getting results. To you, to us, it was real, and we invested our hearts and souls into this relationship. So it's really important to allow yourself, even when you get the knowledge, not to say, well, I can't grieve this person because this person was, evil. They were against me. They were my enemy. You grieve. Grieve your experience. Your experience is what matters. Forget about the narcissist. The way you experienced things matters. So grieve for the loss of that, because it is a loss. It wasn't real. The persona that was presented wasn't real. But the experience was real, so grieve it. It's very important to allow yourself to grieve it, and to forgive yourself for being in that experience. It wasn't your fault. These creatures are very, very good at the evil that they do. They're good at evil. So allow yourself, forgive yourself, and allow yourself to grieve. The other thing I would say is, moving on from any relationship is hard, never mind narcissistic abuse. So you have moving on from a relationship to grieve, and then you have all the other messed up stuff to deal with. This is an experience that takes people down. This is an experience that people commit suicide from. Don't underestimate what you're going through. Be very kind to yourself. Done the right way, the recovery journey is amazing, and hopefully a day will come while you actually say with gratitude that you got through the experience, and that you're in the place you are now that you may not have been had you not gone through the experience. That may be way further down the road. But what I would say is, it's okay to crave, or to have a craving still, to not be able to let the narcissist go. So long as you protect yourself against the narcissist, stay no contact. It's okay in your head, on your journey, to admit that there are things that you miss, because that's normal and that's natural. There were parts of the transaction that were amazing, that touched your soul. Unfortunately, a very wise person said to me, which helped me understand this a lot. He said to me, look, Paula, when I said I was missing the narcissist and I didn't know how I'd recover, he said, look, heroin addicts miss heroin. They miss the hit. But at the end of the day, if they keep taking it, it will kill them. So he said, you have to disassociate, understand that you have a craving still, understand that you have an addiction and work on that. Because you either continue along the addictive route and lose yourself and die, or you maintain yourself, understand you have an addiction and work against it, and build yourself up to have the happiness that you deserve in your life now. And I think that's fantastic advice. We can all be drawn to egocentric, hedonistic, temporarily pleasurable things, but not all of these things are good for us, and some of them will kill us. So in my view, my opinion, I forgive myself for still, if I ever, have a moment where I miss the narcissist or the person I had thought the narcissist was. And I remember then when I saw behind the mask, I remember that cold stranger that I had never seen before I remember seeing the reality of the creature that I was dealing with. So the way I would stop, you know, being drawn to the narcissist, the way I would suggest that you can do this is 1, grieve the relationship. 2, forgive yourself for being in it. It wasn't your fault. 3, realize that it's an addiction and treat it accordingly. 4, gratitude. Gratitude for the peace you have now. Gratitude for the positives you have in your life as the pain diminishes. For any moment you have in the day, even if it's full of pain and you're still at the start of your recovery, have gratitude, because you would not have that peace if you were still with the narcissist. Remember that every pleasure you had with the narcissist was wrapped up in an uneasy feeling of pain in the background, because they were either gaslighting you, triangulating you, financially abusing you, or just generally making you feel not good enough. So you paid for the pleasure with a huge amount of pain, a disproportionate amount of pain, and damage to your identity and yourself. Personal development is huge. I think it's one of the strongest ways of recovering from narcissistic abuse, because remember, they have tried to wipe you out, your personality, and tried to strip you of your identity and take on some of your identity into their emptiness, because they have no identity. And I'm going to do another video on that. No contact and prayer to God or prayer to the universe. So many different ways that we can not be drawn to the narcissist. But the main message I would say is, it's okay to be drawn to the narcissist. Just don't go there. And just realize why you're drawn to the narcissist. That it's not because they were the love of your life. And go through all the stages you need to go through in understanding that. And then, as that subscriber said, I have the knowledge, I know what happened to me, but I still find myself being drawn to the narcissist. That's okay. Just don't go there, because it's certain death of the self, spiritually, psychologically, and for some, physically, death. Guys, I hope that was of help. We need to remind ourselves why we're not with the narcissist, particularly in the hoovering season, which is coming up. Stay strong. Much love and gratitude to all of you, and we're going to be okay. Thanks for listening again. Have a great Sunday, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.